So for now, so since ngayon naman ay 1 hour na online lang tayo, ay magdi-discuss lang ako ng syllabus sa inyo. So yun lang ang gagawin natin ngayon. And then ayun, so I think this will be a very short one lang. Kanina parang 20 minutes lang kami. And then we'll just continue the discussion of complex next week sa Monday na lang din ulit. So, okay, let me just share my screen. Nasaan ba ako? Ay, visible na ba? Ayan. Sige, wait lang. Okay. So, ayan. So, this is our syllabus. And actually, this is for approval pa. So, hindi pa rin sure. But then this, I'd like to let you see na rin kung ano yung possible na maging ganap natin throughout the semester, throughout the course. So, just excuse me kasi nakalagay pa dito yung biomedical engineering. Pero yun naman ipapalitan lang. Gagawin lang yung instrumentation and control. Ito kasi ay yung for biomed. Pero ito naman ipapalitan lang ah, ng program na nakalagay dyan. Wait lang, may nagpapa-admit. Okay. So, for our course title, this is Advanced Engineering Mathematics for Instrumentation and Control Engineering. And then for our course code, that is ICE 401. Sa amin kasi sa Biomed, this is ICE 403. Ano, this ICE 403, this is BioE 403. Para sa inyo, ICE 401 yan. So for the course category, this is professional course. So that means na kayo lang ang merong course code ng ICE 401. And then for the prerequisite, that is Math 404, which means that is for differential equation. So kayo ay nandito ngayon dahil kayo ay nakapasa na sa DE, sa differential equations. And then for the semester, this is the second semester of the academic year 2025 to 2026. Then our credit hours will be 3 hours lecture, pure lecture lang tayo. Ayun, I don't know if I've already introduced myself yesterday, but I guess not kasi tayo nag-rectan sa discussion ng ating topic. So, ayun, just to formally introduce myself, I am Engineer John San. I am a recent graduate of BS in Biomedical Engineering. So I graduated last July 2025 and I started teaching on September 2025, September last year din. So ayun, nag-work ako agad. And I was included in the first batch or in the pioneer batch of the biomedical engineering. So kami ang pinakaunang batch na graduates ng biomedical engineering in the university and sa Philippines din. Kasi, uh, kasi BSc lang naman ang merong biomedical engineering program. So sa ibang schools, sa Lasal, meron ding biomedical engineering, but then that's a major lang siya kumbaga siya ay BS Manufacturing Engineering, major in biomedical engineering. So hindi talaga siya BS program. So sa BS lang merong BS in biomedical engineering. So ayun, that's it for that. So for the period of study, we will be dealing with each other this academic year for a total of 18 weeks, but technically that's just for 17 weeks. Gawa ng ang 18th week natin is just for the completion of the requirements. So yung 17th week doon talaga nangyayari ang final exam. So magkikita-kita tayo ay for 17 weeks lang talaga. So, ayun, for the course rationale and description. So, this course is designed for second year undergraduate instrumentation and control engineering students who have completed foundational courses in algebra, geometry, calculus, and differential equations. So it can also be a preparatory course if ever that you would like to pursue postgraduate studies in advanced engineering mathematics. So for the entirety of the course, it will focus on essential mathematical concepts and techniques with practical application sa inyong field sa ating field, which is engineering and other related sciences. So, some of the topics, some of the general topics that we will be covering ngayong SEM would include complex numbers, complex variables, Laplace and inverse Laplace transformations, power series and Fourier series, Fourier transforms, and power series. So, ayun, yun yung mga generally mga topics na kailangan natin. But then that would be discussed din naman later starting page 8. Ano? So, ayun. For our contact hours, it would only be 3 hours pure lecture, 2 hours face to face, and 1 hour online. So since we're already done with our face to face meeting yesterday, so the 1 hour online would be ngayon. Ano, so sabi ko nga, yung 1 hour natin is just for syllabus discussion kasi nag-start na tayo agad ng um, lesson. Ano, and then for the criteria for assessment, I think this is the most important thing for you. Ano, kasi dito kayo ge-grade-an, dito nakabase ang inyong grade. So it will be composed of major exams and other assessments. So ayun, for the major exams, as you know, or alam niyo na rin naman siguro na meron na tayong prelim exam. Ano? So instead of having only two major exams, we will be having three. So kumbaga mas makakapaghilan tayo ng grades ngayon, ano, more chances of winning kasi katulad, halimbawa, dati ay dalawa lang major exams. So if you fail one, it's considerably uh, hard to ano, para hilahin yung grade kapag may na-fail. So, ngayon, meron ng tatlong major exam. So, mas makakapaghila na tayo. Mas madali na, mas madali na magbabawat. So, for that 50%, it's divided into three. 15% for preliminary exam, 15% for midterm examination, and 20% for your final exam. So, pinamag pa rin ang final exam. Ano? So that's it for the 50% of your grade. So the other 50% would be composed of the other assessments that we have. 20% for quizzes. Kung napapansin nyo na medyo malaki si quizzes, kasi yan ay ilan namang quizzes yung meron tayo ngayon SEM. So unlike this major exam na isang examan lang yan, itong quizzes na to, it should still be, it will still be divided into several assessments. Kaya yan, mahahati-hati pa yung 20% na yan. Then for same thing for the homeworks and exercises. So yun naman ay 15% din. And then for the oral presentation, this includes board works and I'm still thinking of giving you a final presentation sa dulo about justifying solution that is based on the application of advanced engineering mathematics sa inyong program which is ICE. So magkakaroon ng presentation and I am thinking of forming groups for that. Siguro groups of 3 members. So that's it for the criteria for assessment. So dito kayo grade that dyan sa criteria na yun. So is there any questions about this? So yun for the oral presentations, ito kasi ito ay mandated or hindi naman mandated, it's required na magkaroon tayo ng assessments for communication. Ano, so kaya meron na yan, regardless of the subject. Ano, so ayun, again, is there any question about the criteria? Hearing none, wala rin kayo reaction. Dito pa ba kayo? Okay, sige, wala. Now, for the teaching, learning, and assessment strategies, so there will be 4 assessment strategies. First, you have your major exams, as I've already discussed earlier, and then you also have your exercises and quizzes, then your homework and tutoring, and the oral presentations. And this is one of the most important things that is written on your syllabus, your ILOs, your intended learning outcomes. So these three are the things or outcomes that you will need to attain by the end of the semester. Ibig sabihin, kapag natapos na kayo sa advanced engineering mathematics, you should be able to possess these three learning outcomes. Ano? So first one, you should be able to demonstrate knowledge of the essential mathematical concepts, laws, and theorems about complex numbers, linear algebra, power series, Fourier series, Laplace transforms, vector analysis, and partial differential equations. Second one, you should be able to apply appropriate advanced mathematical concepts in solving differential equations and various problems related to biomedical engineering, to instrumentation and control engineering. And then lastly, you should be able to interpret and justify mathematical solutions obtained from matrix methods, Laplace transforms, Fourier series, and power series in the context of real-world engineering applications. So basically, the oral presentations hindi dito naka course ay ano 3. Now for the mapping, for the mapping, ito naman sa mapping, this will be ito, dito naka-base kung yung assessment ba ninyo is saan naka-base inyong ILO. Say for example, your prelim exam is naka-map siya sa ILO 1. So, ibig sabihin yung prelim exam should be able to assess if natin niyo ba itong ILO 1 na ito. Ano? Now, for your midterms and finals, siya is ILO 1 tsaka ILO 2. So, dyan siya nakabase sa ILO 1 and 2. And then your quizzes and homeworks, ILO 1 yan. And then for your oral presentation step, as I said, ito ay KIO 3. So you should be able to interpret and justify mathematical solutions dito sa ating oral presentations. So these, next naman, the textbook, these are the references na pwede natin magamit sa ating course. But ang meron pa lang po is yung hard copy nito, number 1. Yan pa lang meron. Ano? So, ito naman, yan naman yung mga the things that you need or you would be able to possess by the end of your program, by the end of the course, by after graduating ng aming program. And then, ito are the things that I want to give emphasis on is the grading system. Ito naman, familiar na kayo dito. Alam niyo na to kasi kayo naman yung second year na. Familiar na kayo dyan. Ito lang din yung gusto kong bigyan ng emphasis. So students who got a computed grade of 70 to 74 will be given an opportunity for an appropriate remedial activity in which the final grade should be either passing or failure. So if ever that your final grade will fall within 70 to 74, so required ako na mabigyan kayo ng removals or remedial activity. So, hopefully naman, wala nang gano'n. Lahat ay mga pasada. Para hindi na kailangan siya. But, ayun, if ever, ay, di yun, mag-remove ka sa Pero, aim for higher na tayo. Aim for 1 na tayo. Ating aim. Unod agad. Para if ever na bumalya, edi meron pang madami dito. Pag pumalya ko kasi pag ang target ko kasi 8 tapos pumalya ko, mahirap. Mahirap. Ayun, sinabi dito. Okay, for class policies, I am not very ayun, for the class policies, ayun, hindi naman ako masyadong strict when it comes to attendance and late or absent man. Siguro magsabi na lang din kung absent or if malilate ng malala. Ano, ah, ayun, magsabi na lang. Pero hindi naman ako nag-late. Kailangan pang mag-admission slip or what, hindi na. Yun eh. Wala na kayo, di kung kayo absent, bahala kayo sa exam. Kaya di naman ang babagsak. Di mo na. Ayan. And siguro, kapag missed exams na lang, please see to it that you provide a medical certificate if kayo ay may sakit ng missed exam na yun. So, if ever na hindi sakit ang reason, kindly, na lang, provide uh, proof kung ano man yung reason nyo. Pero syempre, yung reason aside from sakit is still up for assessment ko rin kung yun ay valid or hindi. So, kindly, please, kapag miss na exam, ay mag-provide ng proof or medical certificate. Kasi mahirap mag-set ng special exam and mahirap din mag-schedule ng special exam. Lalo kapag madami. So, please, kasi pag miss na exam. And then for academic dishonesty, I think we're not very at risk naman with plagiarism. So, ayun, yun naman na yun. But with cheating, yun, siguro doon tayo mas at risk, especially during exams. But, so, uh, makiki, um, makiki, let's give ourselves integrity. You know? Uh, and ayun, pasensya lang tayo kapag kayo ay nahuli at nalagyan ng mark or nalagyan ng asterisk in yung exam. So, ayun. Then for dropping, I guess sana wala nang drop. Pero, yun, if ever, if in any case na meron mag-drop, kindly take note na lang din na before midterm exam, eh, kailangan nyo mag-drop kasi if after midterm exam, hindi na-drop, mag-reflect sa inyong uh, TOR. So, mag-reflect na dun is 5. So, ayun, that's it for the class policies naman. So, next is other course policies and requirements. First, we have your PLA or your topics that will be covered for the entirety of the course. First, we have complex numbers. So, we've already started with this naman yesterday. We were able to finish up until operations on complex numbers, but we're not able to push through with conversions and transformations of the different forms of complex numbers kasi di ba meron kang apat na forms of complex numbers. First, you have your rectangular form, which is yung ginagamit natin kahapon. And then there are other forms pa. Second one is the polar, then the trigonometric, and then the last one is the uh, exponential. So there are lots of forms ng complex numbers. So yun pa yung kailangan natin i-discuss. Ano? And then after that, we will be having your after that topic, we are planning to have your prelim exam next week. So it will cover complex numbers. Ano? So di pa rin namin alam if mako-cover natin ito. No? Kasi departmental ang exam. So meron pang isang prof na nagtuturo sa department ng ADMAT. So we are still going to uh, think kung paano namin kung ano magiging coverage and ano magiging sort of exams. But as far as I know, sa ngayon ay hanggang complex numbers lang ang coverage ng prelim exams. After prelims, you will have your advanced operations on complex numbers. Ano? And then that's it. After that, you'll be having matrices and its types. This is very okay about sa gagamit dito linear algebra dito sa matrices and types. Then after matrix, you have your determinants and solutions of linear systems. And after that is your midterm exam. Is your midterm exam. Ano? So, basically, since tapos na tayo dito sa prelims, so, ang midterm exam mo na lang is mag-start dito sa advanced. So, basically, ang pros din ng merong prelims ay hindi nababawasan yung coverage ng your major exams, especially with the midterms. So, ayan, midterm exam. Then, after the midterm exam, we will be proceeding with Laplace transforms and inverse Laplace transforms, Fourier series, and power series. So, that basically covers up the content of your final examination. So, yan yung magiging yung final exam. Pero ang importante kasi sa atin is Laplace and saka itong mga matrix. Yan yung ating totoo ng pansin. And then this is the timeline of the activities that we will have sa buong set. And this is just the mapping of assessment tasks. So ayun, yun lang naman ang meron sa ating syllabus. I'd like to know lang if there are any questions about the content or clarification. Wala naman. Wala. Siya, sige. So, ayun, siguro, hirapan din kasi ako mag-gauge kung nakikinig ba or kung natututo ba kayo online. So, most probably in the next weeks, ang ating online section would be just for activities. And then yung ating assessments and discussion will be conducted face-to-face during our face-to-face classes ng 2 hours. So yung 1 hour natin yung live, that's just a lot that for sit exercises and such. And to gauge if may natutunan mo kayo. No? So take note nyo na lang din yan. And if there are no more questions, I guess that will be it for now. Since wala naman ako na-assign sa inyo na activity. Ano, if wala ng questions, pwede na kayo mag-leave sabihin. Thank you so much.
Sige po.
Thank you po.